which is one of the important laws of chemical combinations. The law of reciprocal proportions, also called law equivalent proportions, one of the basic laws of stoichiometry. In order to understand this law of reciprocal proportions, first let us have a look at the data that is given. The data which we have is phosphorus trichloride contains 22.57% of phosphorus, phosphine contains 91.18% of phosphorus, hydrochloric acid contains 97.23% of chlorine. So now here you have phosphorus trichloride, that is PCl3, and it contains 22.57% of phosphorus. Then you have phosphine, which is PH3. Phosphine contains 91.18% of phosphorus. Next you have hydrochloric acid, that is HCl, which contains 97.23% of chlorine. So now here, if you look at these three compounds, you have phosphorus, three elements: phosphorus, hydrogen and chlorine. Hydrogen combines with phosphorus forming phosphine. Chlorine is combining with phosphorus forming phosphorus trichloride, and these two elements, hydrogen and chlorine, are in turn combining with each other separately, forming hydrochloric acid. So here let us fix the weight of phosphorus as 1 gram. Here you have elements, two elements, they combine separately with third element and form different type of molecules. That is, hydrogen and chlorine are the two elements that are combining separately with the third element, phosphorus, and forming different types of molecules like phosphine and phosphorus trichloride. Now here, their combining ratios is directly reciprocal if they combine directly. Okay, the combining ratios of these two elements is directly reciprocal if they combine directly. So let us try to understand this by solving this problem. Okay, let us fix the weight of phosphorus as 1 gram. Okay, let us fix 1 gram of phosphorus as the fixed weight. Now, in phosphorus trichloride, according to the data given, you have 22.57% of phosphorus. Therefore, weight of phosphorus is 22.57 and weight of chlorine would be 100 minus 22.57, which is 77.43 grams. So weight of phosphorus is 22.57 grams. Therefore, weight of chlorine would be 77.43 grams. So here 22.57 gram of phosphorus requires 77.43 gram of chlorine to form phosphorus trichloride. As we have fixed the weight of phosphorus to 1 gram, therefore 1 gram of phosphorus would require x gram of chlorine. We need to calculate the value of x. So x would be 77.43 divided by 22.57, which is equal to 3.43 grams. Therefore, 1 gram of phosphorus requires 3.43 grams of chlorine to form phosphorus trichloride. Now let us see in case of phosphine, that is PH3, the weight of phosphorus it is given as 91.18 gram. Therefore, weight of hydrogen it would be 100 minus 91.18 gram, which is equal to 8.82 grams. Therefore, 91.18 grams of phosphorus requires 8.82 grams of hydrogen for the formation of phosphine. As we have fixed the weight of phosphorus as 1 gram, therefore 1 gram of phosphorus would require how much amount of hydrogen? That is to be calculated. X would be over here 8.82 divided by 91.18, which is equal to 0.097 grams. Therefore, 1 gram of phosphorus requires 0.097 gram of hydrogen for the formation of phosphine. Thus, the ratios by weights of chlorine and hydrogen combining with a fixed weight of phosphorus in these two compounds is 3.43 is to 0.097. Now let us look at hydrochloric acid. Okay, in hydrochloric acid, weight of chlorine according to the given data, it is 97.23 grams. Therefore, weight of hydrogen would be 100 minus 97.23, which is equal to 2.77 grams. Thus, chlorine and hydrogen, they have combined in the ratio 97.23 is to 2.77. Now let us compare the two ratios. Here it is the ratio of chlorine and hydrogen that is combining with the element of fixed weight, that is phosphorus. So here the ratio of the two elements, when they are combining with an element of fixed weight, is 3.43 is to 0.097. Coming back to this, when the two elements hydrogen and chlorine are combining separately to form one compound, the ratio is 97.23 is to 2.77. Now, let us compare the two ratios. Compare the two ratios. These are related to each other as 3.43 divided by 0.097 is to 97.23 divided by 2.77, which is 35.37 is to 35.10, or it is 1:1 approximately. Since these two ratios are nearly the same, this data is in accordance with law of reciprocal proportions. The law of reciprocal proportions states that when two elements, that is over here it is hydrogen and chlorine, when they combine separately with a fixed weight of the third element, that is phosphorus, which has got a fixed weight, the ratio is either the same or is a simple whole number multiple of the ratio in which these two elements, hydrogen and chlorine, combine with each other. So in this case, the ratio of the two elements is 1:1, which is same. Okay, therefore law of reciprocal proportions, it can be stated as the ratio in which two elements combine separately with a fixed weight of the third element is either the same or is a simple whole number multiple of the ratio in which these elements combine with each other. In order to understand this further, let us look at another problem. Here you have data of hydrogen sulfide that contains 94.11% of sulfur. Sulfur dioxide contains 50% oxygen and water contains 11.11% hydrogen. Show that the results are in agreement with law of reciprocal proportions. So here you have hydrogen sulfide, which contains 94.11% of sulfur, and sulfur dioxide that contains 50% of oxygen, and water, which contains 11.11% hydrogen. So here the three elements are sulfur, oxygen and hydrogen. So here these two elements, oxygen and hydrogen, they combine with the third element, sulfur. Let us fix the weight of the third element, sulfur, as 1 gram. Okay, so oxygen combines with the element sulfur with fixed weight 1 gram, forming sulfur dioxide. Hydrogen combines with the element sulfur, which is having a fixed weight of 1 gram, forming hydrogen sulfide. In turn, these two elements, oxygen and hydrogen, they combine with each other separately, forming water molecule. Okay, now we need to see the ratios of their combinations with the element of fixed weight will bear a simple whole number ratio or the same ratio in their combination where they are forming a separate entity. Okay? As the fixed weight. So, in case of hydrogen sulfide, that is H2S, weight of sulfur, it is 94.11 gram. Weight of hydrogen, it is 100 minus 94.11, which is 5.89 grams. Therefore, it means 94.11 gram of sulfur requires 5.89 grams of hydrogen to form hydrogen sulfide. Now, as we have fixed the weight of sulfur as 1 gram, therefore 1 gram of sulfur, it requires 5.89 divided by 94.11 gram of hydrogen, which will be approximately equal to 0.061. Therefore, 1 gram of sulfur requires 0.061 gram of hydrogen for the formation of hydrogen sulfide. Second case is formation of sulfur dioxide. In sulfur dioxide, you have 50% of sulfur, therefore weight of sulfur is 50 grams and weight of oxygen would be 50 grams. Okay, therefore when 1 gram of sulfur is taken, then it requires 1 gram of oxygen for the formation of sulfur dioxide. Okay, so let us take the ratios by weight of 0.061 is to 1. This is the ratio of the combining elements, that is hydrogen and oxygen, which are combining with sulfur of fixed weight. Okay, now let us move to the third molecule, that is water, in which these two elements which are combining with fixed weight of sulfur are in turn combining with each other, forming water molecule, where weight of hydrogen is 11.11 gram and weight of oxygen should be 100 minus 11.11 gram, that should be 88.89 grams. Therefore, what does it mean? 11.11 gram of hydrogen requires 88.89 grams of oxygen. Okay, now hydrogen and oxygen have combined in the ratio 11.11 is to 80. Okay, now when we compare, let us compare the two ratios. Okay, that is 0.061 by 1 is to 11.11 divided by 88.89. This will be, therefore these are in the ratio of 1 is to 2, that is they bear a simple whole number ratio. These ratios are the simple whole number multiples of each other. Okay, hence law of reciprocal proportion is proved in this case. Once again, this problem is in agreement with the law of reciprocal proportions, where the ratio in which two elements combine separately with a fixed weight of the third element is a simple whole number multiple ratio in which the elements combine with each other.